Hindu stories are very old. They come from ancient India. These stories tell us many things. They speak of gods and heroes. They also speak of strange creatures. But what about dinosaurs? Dinosaurs were giant animals. They lived a very long time ago. Why do Hindu stories not speak of them clearly? This is a curious question. We will explore this puzzle together. Many people wonder about this. Did ancient people in India know about dinosaurs? Perhaps they found big bones. These bones might have belonged to dinosaurs. What would they think? They had no science like we do today. So, they might have imagined different things. Their stories could be a way to explain these finds. Hindu mythology is vast and deep. It is like a great ocean of tales. These tales often have hidden meanings. They are not always literal history. They teach us about life, duty, and the universe. Let us begin this fascinating journey. We seek to understand, not just to find simple answers. Hindu thought has a unique idea of time. Time is not a straight line. It is a great wheel, always turning. This wheel has 4 parts. These parts are called yugas. Each yuga is a different age of the world. The yugas repeat in a cycle again and again. This concept is very important. It helps us understand the scale of Hindu cosmology. The first yuga is Satya Yuga. This is the age of truth. It is a golden age. People are good and live long lives. Dharma or righteousness stands on 4 legs. This yuga lasts for a very long time. It is said to be 1,728,000 human years. Imagine such a long period. This is a time of peace and perfection. All beings live in harmony. Nature is bountiful. Next comes Treta Yuga. In this age, Dharma weakens a little. It now stands on 3 legs. People are still good, but not as perfect. This yuga lasts for 1,296,000 human years. Science gives us a different window into the past. Scientists study rocks and fossils. Fossils are the remains of ancient life. From these, we learn about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were remarkable creatures. They lived during a time called the Mesozoic era. This era began about 252 million years ago. It ended about 66 million years ago. This is a very, very long time span. Dinosaurs came in many shapes and sizes. Some were as small as chickens. Others were truly enormous. They were the largest land animals ever to live. Think of the long-necked Brachiosaurus or the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex. They roamed the earth for over 150 million years. This is a much longer time than humans have existed. Modern humans appeared much later. Science shows humans and large dinosaurs did not live together. About 66 million years ago, a huge asteroid hit our planet. This impact caused massive changes. Dust filled the sky, blocking the sun. Plants died, and then the animals that ate them. This led to a mass extinction. Most dinosaurs disappeared forever. Only some bird-like dinosaurs survived. Hindu mythology is full of amazing creatures. These creatures are not ordinary animals. They have special powers and appearances. Consider Garuda, the mighty eagle-like bird. He is the mount of Lord Vishnu. Garuda is huge and powerful. He battles Nagas, who are serpent deities. Nagas can be wise or dangerous. They live in underground kingdoms. These beings are very important in stories. Then there are other beings like Makaras. A Makara is often shown as a sea creature. It has parts of different animals. Perhaps an elephant's trunk, a crocodile's body, a fish's tail. Yalis are also fascinating. They are mythical beasts. They often look like lions or elephants, but with unique features. They are seen in temple carvings. These creatures guard sacred spaces. Are these just pure imagination, or could there be more to them? Some thinkers suggest an interesting idea. What if these mythical creatures are symbolic? Perhaps they are not literal descriptions. Maybe they are inspired by something real, but transformed by imagination. Ancient people might have found large, unusual bones. These could be dinosaur fossils. Without scientific knowledge, they would try to understand. They might create stories about giant beings. Ancient texts often speak in symbols. This is true for Hindu scriptures too. A story might seem simple on the surface, but it can have many layers of meaning. When we read these texts, we must think about this. We should not always expect literal history, especially when talking about very ancient times. The writers of these texts had different goals. They wanted to teach wisdom and values. Imagine ancient people finding a huge fossil, a bone larger than any known animal. They might think it belonged to a god, or a powerful demon, or a creature from another world or time. They would weave stories around it. These stories would use familiar ideas, but they would also express the strangeness of the find. The creature described might not be a dinosaur exactly. It would be a dinosaur-like idea, shaped by their culture. So large, powerful creatures in myths could be symbolic. They could represent forces of nature, or they could represent human struggles. For example, a giant serpent could symbolize chaos. A mighty bird could symbolize freedom or divine power. These symbols are rich. They speak to our imagination. Science and mythology offer different ways of seeing. Science uses observation and evidence. It builds theories based on facts. It seeks to explain the physical world. How did dinosaurs live? Why did they die out? Science answers these with fossil records and geological data. Its timeline is linear, stretching back millions of years. It tells us humans and large dinosaurs did not share the Earth. Mythology, on the other hand, explores meaning. It uses stories, symbols, and metaphors. It speaks to human experience, morality, and the cosmos. Hindu mythology, with its yugas, presents a cyclical view of time. This is a vast, repeating cosmic drama. The creatures in these stories often embody ideas. They represent virtues, vices, or natural forces. Their truth is not about physical accuracy. It is about deeper spiritual understanding. When we compare these two, we see different goals. Science wants to know what and how. Mythology often asks why. Why is there suffering? What is our purpose? These are questions myths address. So, if ancient people found dinosaur bones, science would analyze them. Mythology might create a story about a powerful being, a being that teaches a lesson or explains a wonder. So, do Hindu myths speak of dinosaurs? Not directly, not in the way science does, but this does not mean there is no connection. The connection might be subtle, it might be hidden in symbols, it might be in the idea of vast cycles of time, cycles where worlds are made and unmade, where different kinds of beings might have existed. This requires an open mind to explore. Ancient texts are like deep wells. We can draw much wisdom from them. Their nature is often interpretative. This means their meaning can unfold in layers. What one generation sees, another might understand differently. This is the beauty of these stories. They remain relevant. They invite us to think. They encourage us to question and to wonder. This is especially true when we think about the distant past. The idea of giant creatures is not alien to mythology. Many cultures have stories of dragons or huge beasts. Perhaps these are collective memories. Or perhaps they are imaginative responses to unexplained things, like the discovery of enormous bones. Hindu mythology, with its rich cast of beings, offers many possibilities. Ultimately, exploring these connections is enriching. It bridges ancient wisdom with modern curiosity.